Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Woodmere State Revival.
How about this?
Today we're working in the kitchen, trying to get the kitchen island finished. And what are we doing, honey?
Oh, we're just playing.
I thought we were going to use that too.
That was pretty good outtakes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Woodmere State Revival. Today we are working in the kitchen. And what are we doing, honey?
Baseboard around the island.
Trying to get our island finished up. So we got some base to put down, and then at some point we'll have some shoe. We just haven't gotten that painted yet, but we'll do that last. But yeah, we want to go ahead and get that base knocked out. It's really going to finish that off nicely, isn't it?
Yes. I need to go get it color matched before we can paint the shoe.
Yep, so we had some color matched base already that came with our cabinet stuff.
Yes.
But it was a little too tall, so we just had to set up our table saw outside and rip it down to 4 inches so it'll fit under our lowest door and drawer combo. So we just cut that off, so we're gonna go ahead and check and see if that fits well. If it does, we'll do the other pieces. That way everything's nice and symmetrical. Let's take a look. All right, so you can see the unfinished edge of our cabinets here. And we countersunk some screws when we installed the base cabinets. There are cleats screwed to the hardwood floor underneath here. And then the base cabinets get screwed through the face into those cleats. And you have to countersink those screws to get those out of the way. So we'll make sure that all those are flush before we put our base in. And all along the edge there, we'll have base. And that'll wrap all the way around, all 4 sides, covering up the bottom edge there. And then again, we'll do the shoe. Like I said, we just had this piece out on the table saw out there. We ripped it down to 4 inches. Our lowest drawer combo is right there. So we just measured off of that. It was 4 1/4. So we wanted to give ourselves a 1/4 inch gap there just to be on the safe side and to give it a good look. So we ripped it down to 4 inches. Honey, if you want to grab the other end of that, let's go ahead and set it in place. See how that looks. Nope, too short. Just kidding. Now that looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good.
I wouldn't want to get any shorter than that.
No. Yeah, it still opens.
Yeah, it should be plenty there because those are 4 3/8. This one was just 4 1/4 off the floor. So as long as it fits that tall one there.
And then on the other side, the
Yeah, those are at 4
cabinet
1/2.
doors. Okay.
So we should be good
All
there
right,
too.
so this is okay.
Yep, so that'll fit nicely. So we'll go ahead and rip the other 2 pieces down and then we can go ahead and get some measurements, make our cuts.
I wish we could have gotten these in like 9 or 10 foot sections.
I know. Yeah, they only had it in 8-foot sections for whatever reason. And our...
We're like 3 inches short.
Yeah. We are 8'3" total. So we will have to have a joint, which stinks. But we'll try to hide it and be as inconspicuous as possible. And then we'll touch up the paint there once we get some touch-up paint.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, well, let's go rip the other 2 pieces down and we'll get these nailed up. All right, we got this big piece on this side tacked in place. And I just used the pin nailer just to kind of tack it on both ends just to make sure that the length was right. Because I can always just pop it loose, break the pins off, and trim it down a little more, but actually it came out just right. And so now we're fitting both side pieces. And once we've got those figured out, we'll be able to go ahead and put a little glue in the joint. We'll use our tight bond glue and then these Collins Tool Company outside clamps to get a nice tight joint there. That way it never creeps open on us. Sound good?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I got this piece here that I cut off the others. I'm gonna use that as a test piece here just to make sure that this joint's gonna be okay. And once I'm sure that it's in good shape, I'll go ahead and glue it and nail it. And then we'll do our last piece across the back here. All right, so we got our long side fastened at both sides. And so now we're gonna go ahead and attach our short side. We used a little test piece to make sure the corners were gonna mate up well. And we put a little bit of tight bond glue on the corner here. So we're gonna go ahead and sneak this thing in place here. Get it fitted exactly where I want it so the corner is nice and tight. Now let's put a couple of pins right here at the end just to secure it until I put the clamps on there. Get it over here without moving it out of the, come on, left hand. Alright, so we got a couple of pins in there.
Okay.
Our glue is not squeezed out of the joint yet.
Is that good?
That is good. Now we'll go ahead and put a couple of these on there.
Okay.
These are those external clamps that work so well for these corners.
Outside corners.
They just pierce the wood, leaves just a little dimple.
Okay.
And pull everything together.
Cool.
Keeps your glue joint tight until that glue sets. I'll leave them on there for about half an hour.
How many sets do you have?
Of these?
Yeah.
I
you've
think
got
it comes
enough.
with a dozen.
Okay. So we can put these on all four corners.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty slick little setup. But yeah, just apply some gentle pressure there. That'll keep that glue joint nice and tight.
Looks really good.
And I didn't get crazy with the glue, so I don't have it squirting out everywhere.
Good.
So now we'll go ahead and get our other side fitted here, and you can cut that one to length.
Okay.
Make sure it's the same as this one.
Okay.
Should be, but
Oh yeah, that's the last one we have to cut.
double check. And once we get that one cut, we'll be
Right,
able
got
to put all these corners together and be done.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you, thank you.
I guess we should tell everyone the other thing that's going on in here, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting a look at that.
Yeah, so our contractor Lawrence has been in here starting the subway tile. He's gonna take it all the way up behind the chimney. And then he's gonna take it all the way over all along this wall and then under the cabinets and up to the ceiling all the way around the window too. So he's hoping to be finished in a couple days, but it's looking really good.
All right, so that's it for the baseboard around the island. We got the last piece secured there. Everything is clamped with our Collins Tool Company clamps on the outside. Yeah, we're looking for sponsors, Collins Tool Company, so give us a shout out there. But yeah, as you can see, we got the base run all the way around there. It wasn't too bad of a project. We did have to scribe a couple of pieces where the hardwood floor was just a little bit irregular because of one little board being a little thicker than the other. We had to scribe it, otherwise the piece wanted to rock. So I just took it outside and scribed it with the flat disc on the angle grinder. That got it to fit nice and tight. We are gonna go ahead and run some shoe around the bottom just to really finish it out. But it looks good even just getting the base on there. So I'm gonna let those clamps sit till the glue is good and set up. Give it at least 30 minutes until it's set. And then we'll go ahead and take those off here after a while. But everything's nailed in place, ready to go. And we're gonna get this mess cleaned up and go make one somewhere else in the house. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. Thank you guys for hanging out with us while we got the kitchen island looking better and better. We'll be back again with another episode real soon. Be sure to hit that subscription button so you don't miss a single episode. Give us a like if you would, please. Got any comments or questions about the tools, techniques, or anything that we used during this episode, feel free to leave those down below. Always happy to hear from y'all. And be sure to tell people about the channel. If you guys like what we're doing here, share it with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on. We'll see you guys again real soon. Thanks.